Achieve this realistic low-cut frontal wig with just one pack of Lush Afro Kinky. If this looks like what you are interested in, just keep watching. So this is the pack of the Kinky twist. It has 8 bundles in it. I'll be cutting each bundle into 5. Just because I don't want to waste it when I'll be trimming the hair, and also because we just want to work with only one pack. Later on in this tutorial, I will show you a trick on how to achieve a full wig with this just one pack of Kinky, so stay tuned. For the frontal, I will be working with a 12 by 2 inches frontal lace. It is 12 inches because I'll be customizing this for my clients, so you work with your own measurement. So I will be picking 1 or 2 strands of hair because I want it to be very realistic and nice. If you don't know how to ventilate, make you watch closely. Just watch closely. And if you want a tutorial specifically on ventilation, then let me hear from you in the comment section. While you watch, you can still learn how to, because it is very explanatory. So we'll be repeating the same thing over and over again. Hair ventilation is very repetitive, but trust me, it is not boring. For those that can ventilate already, I am not ventilating with any pattern. There is no pattern because I like my ventilation very nice, so I don't use any pattern. I make sure I fill almost all of the holes, and if I must skip, I only do that with the holes, not lines. So I'm almost done with the frontal, as you can see, and you want the front to be very nice, so I will pluck that later. But if you don't want to pluck after ventilating, you should follow the hairline of your client and ventilate it straight rather than plucking. Now I'm done with the frontal and it's looking like this. So the next thing is to sew it onto the cap you'll be working with. Make sure you get the center. That is the secret of achieving a flat frontal. Align that center with the center of your mannequin and pull it down by 1/2 inch. I'll pull it down by 1/2 inch because the frontal is small. If you're working with a large frontal, you should pull down by 1 or 1.5 inch. I've also seen some other wig makers pull down by 3 inches. I don't know how that works, but 1.5 inch to 1 inch is just perfect for me. But for this, we'll be pulling down by just 1/2 inch because of the size. And now for the sides, make sure you don't pull too hard. Once you pin it down at the center, the sides will fall naturally. So we need to get this flat looking sides and flat looking frontal. As you can see, it's laying flat. You repeat the same thing on the other side too. Once you see this M shape in front, you just know you're on the right track. I like sewing from the side to the center and from the other side to the center, just because I feel that when you sew from one side around to the other side, sometimes you will shift the center point. And also, if you want your frontal to last long, make sure you sew closely. Make sure you sew closely. By doing that, your frontal will lay flat and also it will last long. Now straight to the crochet part. In hair ventilation, we call this method double split knots. So I don't know if it has any name in crocheting. So I'll be using the double split knot. This is the trick or the tip you need to use to get this full looking wig with just one pack of this Kinky. You split it. If you want it full, you use a split knot. When you use a split knot, I tell you, even when you're combing, if you want to comb it and you're combing it, it won't fall off. So this is the best method to use if you're crocheting. Like, it's the best method. Use a split knot so that it doesn't come undone or shed later. And then also it will give you a full wig. Get your crochet into the cap. Grab some strands of hair, and then you see this V shape. Grab one leg, pass it through the loop, and grab the second leg, pass it through the loop. It's as simple as that. If you are new to crocheting, you just need to practice this and you'll be fine.
Before we continue, I'm just using side eye to look at some of you that you're still here and you haven't liked or subscribed to my channel. Did I offend you? Please go ahead and do the needful.
Once you get to the front, make sure that you crochet on the frontal lace. Make sure you cover where we sew the frontal lace to the cap. Cover that place properly. So take your time and crochet on that line. If you don't cover that place properly and you trim your frontal part very short, it won't be able to cover the cap parts. It will be showing. Once we're done, it's time to trim. Trimming time. You say careful time. Trimming time. Careful time. You just have to be very careful not to ruin your hard work. Trim gradually. Don't trim straight to the level that you want. Make sure you trim gradually until you get to the length that you actually want. So I advise you go from the back first to the front. That way you'll be able to control it better. You get to the front, be double careful, because any mistake you make here, you will have to pluck the area out and replace it, or you go for another frontal, and that's a whole lot of work. Ventilating with a kinky hair is usually not fun. This is also the part where you give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and also don't forget to put your notification bell on. Just touch that bell so that whenever I upload any content on this channel, you'll be notified. I thank all of you, my old subscribers. You dey ginger me, you dey ginger me. To my new subscribers, please double ginger me, double ginger me. So this is how our wig is looking. I went ahead to pluck the front a little. I didn't make a video of that, I'm sorry. And I also cut the cap under the lace. That part you also need to be very careful so that you don't cut your lace or undo the sewing. So as you can see, it's looking so fine, so beautiful, and my clients really loved her lowcut wig. So till I come your way again, go and practice and don't just watch and stop the video. Bye.